Your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, pop-up thunderstorms across parts of central Illinois, but not everybody is getting this. We actually just have issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Edgar County. If you're watching us down near Paris right now, pretty good little storm located there and east along Highway 150. That warning goes until 6:30 p.m. Some 60-mile-per-hour winds are possible with this, and maybe even a little bit of hail as well. As we put the loop on this, you can see how that storm just kind of went from nothing to something pretty quickly. Where it is not raining, it is hot and it is humid. It is 88 in Springfield with the humidity combined in there. Feels like 96. All right, we have another chance for maybe severe weather tomorrow. We'll outline that when we come back. WCIA3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA3 News.
What will classes look like in the fall? What blended plan a school district has come up with?
And then began biting his arms as he was kind of pinned up towards the van.
And now 2 dogs are dead and another 2 hurt. We'll tell you what happened. And you don't see this every day. Why it all started with a robbery call.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA3 News at 6.
It's getting closer and closer to the start of school, and many of you have been wondering how it's going to work. For students in Urbana, it will be a whole lot different from last year. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. That district posted their plan on Facebook. The big takeaway, kids will be in buildings 2 days a week. WCIA3's Courtney Bunting is live in our newsroom now. Courtney, this is going to be a huge adjustment.
Absolutely, Jennifer, it will, and it's up to each school district to create some kind of plan. And for Urbana, that means making 2 student groups, Group A and Group B. Each will come to school for 2 days a week, as you mentioned. On Wednesdays, all students will do remote learning. District leaders say this new plan will help them space students out. Champaign, on the other hand, is still working on finalizing their plan. One teacher took to Facebook with concerns about some of the proposals. Diana Joy is a first-grade teacher in Champaign. She says she's most concerned by the plan for younger kids because of the requirement to wear a mask all day and not get too close to other students. She said, quote, "I'm spinning with questions and major concerns for our community's young people." And that, quote, "Our district has had 5 months to be planning and preparing for this. Their lack of thoughtfulness and depth to their plan is astounding." Urbana district leaders are still trying to completely finalize that plan, and they're trying to figure out if they'll let families opt out. That means those families could decide to take classes completely remotely. Reporting live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Courtney, and if people want to read more about Urbana's plan, they can do so on our website.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Now, Central and Centennial High Schools in Champaign have canceled their in-person graduations. They were scheduled for 3 weeks from now, but because of COVID-19, they won't be happening. Graduates can keep their caps, tassels, and cords, but they have to return their graduation gowns. The pandemic has cost the U of I at least $80 million. Chancellor Robert Jones released that information today in a meeting with other Midwest college leaders. He says it's an estimate and it depends on how many students come back in the fall. How much the U of I loses also depends on sports. If there are no games, he says the overall loss for the university could double. You can read more about the U of I's plan for addressing COVID-19 in the fall at our website, WCIA.com. A daycare worker in Chatham tested positive for COVID-19. Now, some of the staff and kids are home being monitored for symptoms, and part of the building is closed. WCIA3's Cole Henke has more.
Pleasant Park Daycare in Chatham was open on Tuesday, 1 day after an employee tested positive for coronavirus, and it was on recommendation from health officials.
If we get a person in a daycare, for example, if the rooms are separated and the children are pretty much taken care of by a particular person or 2 and not moved around like you would in a school that changes classes, it's kind of easier to know where the students are and how much exposure they may or may not had to a positive person.
Pleasant Park notified the health department as soon as it knew about the positive case on Monday. Both IDPH and Sangamon County told the facility to shut down the 2 classrooms the employee was in and send those kids home. The rest were allowed back the next day.
I think 2 or 3 other employees were sent home and sent to test as well, and will stay home until they get their test results. So I think at this point we believe it's just contained to a couple rooms, and so the other rooms that are managing the children could still be open.
Pleasant Park also sent a letter to parents about the positive case. In it, they said it was a, quote, low-risk exposure based on CDC guidelines. The children who were in contact with the employee are isolating at home with their families.
You know, right now it's only a one case. It takes a couple cases to cause an outbreak, but we will stay involved with them until we feel certain there's no more virus among their employees.
Reporting in Chatham, I'm Cole Hankey, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Public health guidelines limit the number of children to instructors based on age. Only certain employees are able to move between classrooms. And this is an update. A man was arrested in connection with the deadly shooting in Springfield. It happened near North 11th and East Converse Streets yesterday. Police say 26-year-old Martin Brown was arrested for being an armed habitual offender, possession of a firearm by a felon, and possession of a stolen firearm. This comes after 29-year-old Willie Evans was shot and killed outside a home. Now, follow-up, a former Danville man has been sentenced to 30 years for murder. Michael Long shot and killed Kimberly George in 2018 in her Georgetown home. Long and another woman went to her home that morning. After an argument, Long shot George along with her boyfriend, Eric Stark. He survived. Long will be required to serve the entire sentence. Rantoul police are investigating after an officer shot and killed 2 dogs. It happened near the corner of Ader and Mather Drives. Police say a woman called the department to report 3 unleashed bulldogs swarming her front door as she tried to leave. When an animal control officer got there, the dogs approached him, followed by a 4th dog. A police officer tried distracting the animals with his siren, but the dogs started biting the animal control officer.
He tried to retreat to the other side of the van. They followed, continued trying to bite his legs, and then began biting his arms as he was kind of pinned up towards the van, his animal control van.
The police officer then fired 5 shots at the dogs, killing 2 of them. The animal control officer was taken to the hospital. The other 2 dogs were taken to the vet for treatment. Everyone is okay after a car crashed into a house in Champaign, but it looked bad. It happened at the corner of Garden Hills and Paula Drive. Police say a group of people in the car tried to rob someone else in it, and that's what made them crash. No one was inside the house when it happened. Investigators found marijuana and a gun inside the car. Illini fans finally have something to celebrate. We'll show you. And also tonight.
The federal government wasn't leading. We were.
The pandemic appears to be getting worse across the country, why a U.S. House committee called on the governor to testify.
And as we look at a Roofing Dog iNet, Flooring America camera in Danville, where they've actually got some thunderstorm activity over into parts of Vermilion County and down to Edgar County, which we'll talk about when we come back. But wow, was it warm, 92 degrees above that 86-degree average high. More storms in the forecast as the heat continues. We'll let you know when things will get slightly cooler when we come back.